The Indonesian military has a strong history. It's called Tentara Nasional Indonesia, or TNI, and it's a big part of how Indonesia became free. From 1945 to 1949, Indonesia fought against the Dutch to become its own country. The TNI was a big part of that fight. Early wins against the Dutch made the military very popular with the people. For many years, the TNI has protected Indonesia from danger, both inside and outside the country. They've stopped rebellions and defended Indonesia's many islands. The TNI has always protected the country. This has made its soldiers very patriotic and focused on doing their duty. The Indonesian military also helps people after natural disasters. When there are earthquakes or tsunamis, the TNI is there to help. This makes people trust them even more. The TNI also helps other countries. Indonesia has sent soldiers to help the United Nations all over the world. Indonesian peacekeepers have been to places like Lebanon, Darfur, and the Central African Republic. They work hard to keep peace, and other countries respect them for it. The TNI wants to make sure things are peaceful in Asia. The TNI protects all of Indonesia's islands and the 270 million people who live there. It's a very strong military in Southeast Asia. The TNI has three parts: the Army, TNI-AD, the Navy, TNI-AL, and the Air Force, TNI-AU. Each part has an important job keeping Indonesia safe. Lots of men and women serve in the TNI. They have many different weapons and vehicles, which shows that Indonesia wants a strong military. The Army is the biggest part of the TNI. It has tanks, armored vehicles, and big guns. These help the Army protect Indonesia's borders and keep peace inside the country. The Navy protects Indonesia's waters. The TNI-AL has many ships like frigates, corvettes, and patrol boats. These ships have missiles, torpedoes, and guns. They protect Indonesia's oceans and stop pirates. The Air Force protects the skies. The TNI-AU has fighter jets, transport planes, and helicopters. These allow them to control the air, move soldiers and supplies, and watch what's happening on the ground. Indonesia is very important because it's between the Indian and Pacific Oceans. Ships travel past Indonesia to go from Asia to the Middle East, Africa, and other places. These ships carry important things like oil and other goods, so Indonesia helps keep those routes safe. Indonesia is also close to powerful countries like China, India, and the United States. Indonesia is friends with all these countries. It doesn't choose sides, so it can focus on what's best for Indonesia. The TNI protects Indonesia's oceans, especially in the South China Sea. China says it owns a lot of the South China Sea, but so does Indonesia. The TNI sends ships and planes to the South China Sea to show that it belongs to Indonesia. Indonesia is also part of a group of countries called ASEAN. The TNI works with other ASEAN countries to practice working together. This helps everyone be better friends.